Aries, hello, how are y'all doing? Let's go ahead and start on your January extended reading. I'm just going to squeeze every last drop of information I can out of January. Haven't really thought this through 100%. Y'all are always my guinea pigs, man. Anyway, you know what to do if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. Please check the description of this video. For those of you who did not catch the memo, to start off the new year, I have opened up manifestation group coaching calls. That is on my website as well. You can subscribe to that if you want. That's going to be super, super fun, man. My goal is to help as many people as I can actually see a real change in their life. Within the next year, my goal is to help you be able to say, I did this and it worked. Instead of just sitting around spinning in circles. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's jump into this. I think I want to go ahead and start off with the past person again. Let's go ahead and kick this off with the past person. I want to start it off by looking at how they feel about you and what they're wanting from you. How does the past person feel about Aries? What's this person want from Aries universe? How do they feel about you? What do they want from you? Ooh, the moon card in the reverse. I'm thinking they are wanting you to open up. Like they feel like you're hiding your feelings or lying about your feelings or keeping something secret. Could be a Pisces for some of you. See the death card reversed. So I think they would like to have you as part of their life again. They just want you to open up and be real with them. Now, are you not being real with them? I don't know. I'm just reading their perspective. They're giving you the silent treatment. Yeah, they're hoping that their absence bothers you. That makes sense? Like them not being around, they're hoping that that bothers you. They're hoping that their silence bothers you. Page of Cups reversed. Five of Wands again. This is the Aries saga, isn't it? Kind of the same story every single time. Could be a Scorpio, by the way. Have Scorpio and Pisces here. Okay, so to answer the question directly, do they still have a special place in their heart for you? I believe so. And they think that you have a place in your heart for them. And I don't know if you do or not. I would imagine that if you're actually here inquiring about a past person, then you do. And it's like they want you to open up and express that first. They want you to open up and express that first. They are not going to show you any kind of emotion at all if you're not showing them any emotion. So it's kind of like, yeah, I'll open up and tell you how I feel, but you got to go first, you know? Let's just see what type of potential this has. Is there potential for reconciliation between Aries and the past person? Is there potential? Oh, whoa. Ooh, the Temperance. Okay. Ace of Cups. So it looks like there is potential. What that means is if we could get both of you on the same page at the same time, working towards the same goal, I mean, I don't see any reason why this couldn't be successful. First thing that the two of you would have to do is work through whatever the original problem was. Whatever the problem was that made things spiral out of control, you would need to work past that first. Okay? Work past that first. The two of you would have to come together, see eye to eye, work past that, And both of you would have to be very emotionally independent as well. If you depend on them to create your happiness for you, if they depend on you to create their happiness for them, that's not going to work. A person can't create another person's happiness. Doesn't work that way. But yeah, there is potential. There is potential here. So I guess let's just jump in and get the advice then. Could be a Sagittarius for some of you. Also have Cancer here. All right, well, let's get the advice then. What's the advice for Aries? Would it be a good idea for Aries to pursue this here? Would that be a good idea? 10 of Wands in the reverse. So make sure you at least do some sort of healing first. Okay? Some sort of healing. Even if you were to hit them up right now, if you come back to them as the exact same person you was when you walked away from them, we're bringing the same energy back to the connection that separated us to begin with. We have to bring a new energy back to the connection. That can take some time. And no, time in and of itself won't do that for you. Time does not equal healing. However, true healing does take time. Make sense? High Priestess reversed. Wheel of Fortune. So, if you do choose to communicate with this person, you're going to have to be very patient. Going to have to be very patient. I would not allow it to turn sexual right away. And you would want to keep this person at an arm's distance and let them in slowly. Let them in slowly. I'm not even 100% convinced that they would respond to you right away, though. But you would basically have to be the one that breaks the ice. You would basically have to be the one that breaks the ice. And this, I'm telling you, I just don't know if you have the patience for this. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I am not convinced that you have the patience for this. But if you wanted it to work, this is how it would have to be done. You would first have to break the ice. And back off. Even if they don't respond for a week, 2 weeks, break the ice and back away. Then once they reach back out and you all have communication open, keep them at an arm's distance. Let them in slow. Let them in slow. Let them in slow. And at some point, somebody has to start that uncomfortable conversation. Whatever it was that happened between the two of you. And I don't care who you are or whether or not you did anything wrong. You can always be the bigger person and think of something to apologize for. You can. Oh, yes, you can. It doesn't mean you're the one in the wrong. It doesn't matter. Because I know there's a bunch of you out there. Some of you are dead wrong. Some of you, it's your fault. Some of you are not at fault at all. Doesn't matter. Even if you were done wrong. Like, let's say they did something or said something really mean and it started a big argument, you know? And, well, it's like, fuck, I'm not just going to let you talk to me that way. I understand where you're coming from. However, you could still say, yeah, I forgive you for what you said to me, and I do apologize for reacting the way that I did. Something like that. Make sense? So, yeah, somebody would have to start that uncomfortable conversation, and the two of you would have to work past that first and get closure and close the cycle out first. And then see about reconciliation from there. That's the way it would need to be done. It'd probably be a slow, long, drawn-out process that I'm not even going to lie, I just don't know if you're patient enough for that. I really don't. You'd probably be, all in all, if you really wanted to make it towards a full-on reconciliation, you'd probably be talking some months. Some months, for real. That's the only way it'll work, though. Both people involved have to be putting forth the work, the energy, and the effort. Remember what I always say, vibration is the primary law. Attraction and manifestation is the secondary law. So what that means is my vibration is number one, because my vibration is what determines the outcome. So if I come back and connect with you, I got to make sure I'm vibrating at a frequency that will manifest a positive outcome. We don't want the outcome to create our frequency. That's how we've been trained to think, and that's backwards. I got to make sure my vibration is right first. Make sense? All right, let's look at the new person. I haven't looked at the new person at all. Well, let's look at the newest person coming in. Okay, so I'm going to cover a couple different groups of you. Either if you're dealing with somebody who just recently showed up, or whoever the next person is coming in. Not necessarily your love interest, but whoever the next person is coming in. Let's look at the new person. Let's just take a general look at the energy between Aries and the new person. Ooh, King of Wands, okay. So I don't think this person is playing games. If you came to this reading wondering whether or not the new person is a player, I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, last one. Page of Pentacles. Two of Cups. So far, so good. Judgment. Ooh, Emperor. Ooh, check it out, dude. Look. Emperor and the Empress. Masculine and feminine counterparts. That doesn't mean male and female. It means masculine and feminine counterparts. Ten of Pentacles. This is the only thing that kind of concerns me just a little bit. It's not the worst thing in the world, so it's not like horrible. But Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups isn't that indicative of an emotional connection. Not really. I mean, not really. It doesn't really indicate an intense emotional connection. This is just somebody you're connecting with. This could be your brother, your sister. This could be your cousin, your friend. You know, that could be your classmate at school. It could be anybody that you're just connecting with and hanging out with, you know? So I'm seeing kind of a lack of an emotional connection here, a little bit. I mean, this has the potential. Some of you may be getting compliments because the two of you look like such a good couple. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Looks real good from the outside, especially if you're dealing with somebody who's very blessed financially. Might look really, really good. It's just that it doesn't look like that emotional connection has been made yet. Doesn't look like it. By the way, it could be a Taurus, could be another Aries for some of you. I got two Taurus cards and two Aries cards. I feel like it's more than likely going to turn into long-term commitment. More than likely. Let's see this person's true energy and intentions. What's the new person's true energy and intentions towards Aries? And Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person's not a possessive person. I don't know if you're used to that. Some of you, if you're used to being with somebody who's very possessive, this might kind of throw you off a little bit. You may be wondering whether or not they care because they don't have a leash around your neck. They're not telling you what to do. They may not seem to get jealous very easy. I don't think that that's the problem. I'm really feeling like the way this person thinks is, I shouldn't have to be possessive. I shouldn't have to be. If I need to tell you what you should and shouldn't do to respect a relationship, I don't want you. You should have common sense. You should have common human decency. If I'm having to tell you common sense shit, I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want to have to tell you who you can and can't hang out with. I don't want to have to tell you where you can and can't go. If you don't have common human decency to follow those guidelines on your own out of moral fortitude, I don't want you. I think that's the way this person's thought process is. I think so. Ace of Swords. Yeah, they really want to form a psychological connection with you. They want to take things slow, but they do want long-term commitment. Yes, they do. They want to make sure the two of you can be a team. This person could be wanting a power couple relationship, honestly. It looks like they're taking things super, super slow. Just kind of watching you. Looking out for red flags. They may even be putting you through the odd test every now and then. Temperance. Okay, so real quick, I have Sagittarius, Aquarius, Cancer, and Taurus. Oh, Virgo too. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, fair enough. It doesn't sound too horrible. Let's see the outcome then. What's the outcome? Will you stay or will you go? Lover's card reversed. So yeah, that connection, man. Two of Cups again. Yeah. Queen of Cups reversed. I'm just still seeing a lack of an emotional connection. This is looking to me like things are picking up and taking off maybe a little bit faster than the two of you want. The Ten of Cups is reversed. The Lover's card is reversed. I don't think that this is separation. I don't. Because we have the Ace of Wands and the Two of Cups. So it definitely looks like a new start that's probably picking up faster than planned. And things are moving faster than planned. But that really intense connection and making it all the way to that level of success between the two of you. I feel like there's some nervousness and tension between the two of you. So, let's get some advice. What's the advice? Three of Swords reversed. So always keep in mind, do not let a new relationship distract you from any healing that needs to be done from the past. Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay. All right. And the Hierophant. Again, this keeps coming out. So, everybody sees things differently. Everybody feels differently. I'm just going to throw out some random arbitrary numbers. I'm going to tell you what I would do if it was me. Okay? Just me as a regular person. Not me as a tarot card reader or a spiritual influencer on the internet. Just me as a regular everyday person in everyday normal fucking life. I would give it a month before I would start asking myself, okay, do I know exactly what your intentions are? Am I 100% sure that I can trust you and that we're actually going to do this? After a month, if I'm confused about any of your intentions, I don't know. Time to start a conversation. After a month, you should have a pretty fucking good idea of how this person feels about you and what their intentions are within the first month. If there's one thing, man, I get that question all the time. Oh, we've been talking for 6 months. How does this person feel about me? I'm like, what? 6 months and you don't know how they feel about you? That's a big fucking problem. That's a big fucking problem. I can't tell what their intentions are. We've been talking for 8 months now. I'm like, nah, 8 fucking months. I personally would say 2 months max. Max. And you better at least know what their intentions are. What are their intentions and how do they feel? If you're confused about somebody's feelings and intentions after 2 months, that's a problem. That is a problem. Personally, what I would do is I would wait the first month. I'd wait a month. If you're confused about anything after a month, start asking questions. Start asking questions. Now, I'm not saying interrogate them, you know. I'm not saying be pushy and rude and nasty and mean about it, but it's time to start asking questions. Yo, so we've been talking for a month now. What exactly are we? What is it you're wanting? Because I'm not going to sit around and waste month after month after month after month just wondering. You know? No, not playing that game. Not at all. So, it also depends. For those of you, I don't know if it's been longer than 2 months if I would consider that the new person, honestly. That would be, if you've been with this person for 2 or 3 months, I would consider that more the current person. Make sense? Let's get a couple of general messages. Let's get a couple of general messages for Aries. General, career, finance, friends, family. Ooh, the Hermit. So, some of you throughout January are kind of feeling like fuck people for the most part, aren't you? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Shit. I heard that. Some of you worried about money, though. A little bit worried. Yeah, I see you. Definitely worried about money. New year, new me, but it doesn't seem like anything's wanting to change. Some of you are really, really wanting and are actively doing what you can to make changes happen. It just doesn't seem like things are changing as fast as you want them to. And that's because the process between the old cycle and the new cycle is going to be a slow change. Going to be a slow change. Now, you best believe when December rolls around, your life's going to be nothing like it is right now. Oh, nothing at all. It's just the transition is going slow. Things are moving faster than you know. It's just you don't really see it. It's kind of like when you first start going to the gym. Have any of you ever started going to the gym when you were really, really out of shape and you stayed consistent for 2 or 3 years? When you first start going, for the first 6 months to a year, it doesn't look like any changes are happening. It looks like you're just looking at the same person in the mirror every single day. And then you'll be scrolling Facebook one day, and a memory from a year ago will pop up, and you'll be like, oh, damn, I was fat. You know? And it didn't look like, you didn't notice it until you looked back and saw how far you came. So that's kind of like how the transition that you're going through is right now. It may not look like things are changing, but they are. They are. Let's get some random freestyle advice. Random freestyle advice. Just random. Doesn't matter. It could be love, finances, friends, family. Random freestyle advice for Aries. Ba-boom. Ooh, the 8 of Cups. Don't sit around driving yourself nuts trying to figure out whether or not you should walk away from any type of connection that is not serving your highest good. Honestly, and I don't care what kind of connection it is, you wouldn't even be asking that question if this person really needed to be in your life. Okay? When somebody in your life serves your highest good, you're not even going to be thinking about whether or not you should walk away from them. Sometimes we don't want to walk away from somebody because we're afraid it'll make us look like the bad guy. Who gives a shit? That's all I'm saying. Who cares, man? Who cares? You feel a harmonious mismatch? You are not required to keep somebody in your life that is a harmonious mismatch just because you're afraid it'll make you look like a bad person from cutting them out of your life. I don't know how many times I have to hammer this message. Who gives a shit what people think about you? You are never going to escape people judging you. Doesn't matter what you do, dude. Doesn't matter what you do. We have so many people out there who have constructed their entire life around what people might think. Dude, you're shackled. You're a prisoner. I'm just seeing here that there's somebody in your life, I don't know who it is, could be a friend, I don't know who it is, but I think deep down inside you know this person doesn't serve your highest good. You know it, and there's either a lot of drama between the two of you, or you feel like it's about to pop off into drama at any given time. Don't sit around and drive yourself nuts about it. Walk away. You don't owe anybody an explanation. Let them think you're a bad person. Who cares? As long as you know your intentions, that's all that matters. The universe doesn't respond to what people think about you. Do you think the universe is looking at you going, well, Aries, I got news for you. Since everybody thinks you're an asshole, I have to punish you. Sorry, it's just you're outnumbered here. Everybody thinks that, so that's what I got to go on. Come on now. That's not the way the universe works. The universe is saying, fuck what they think. I don't care what they think. I know where your heart is. I know what's going on in your heart and mind. I know what your intentions are. Let them think in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up first. As long as you and the universe are aware of your intentions, you will be rewarded. Okay? All right. I feel like those were the messages that my Aries friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate the love, support, and positive feedback you guys show me every single time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of the video for information on personal readings. And if you're interested in subscribing to the weekly group manifestation coaching calls, all that's on my website as well. I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.